We're at the Heirloom Productions show in New Braunfels, Texas, and we're the Close to My Heart with Noreen Petty, and she is going to show us the flip flaps. That's it.
So our flip flaps are self-adhesive page protectors. So what it means is they're just the same quality as our normal page protectors, but they have a self-adhesive strip, allowing us to adhere them down anywhere on our scrapbook pages. So what that's allowed me to do is to add flip flaps directly to my album a couple of different ways. This one I did accordion, and all I did here was attach it top to bottom to allow it so that it gives me that accordion look to it versus stacking them together. So it just gives me that flexibility to add extra photos when you're scrapbooking and you always have that 1 or 2 extra pictures left over.
How do you fit that into a layout? Perfect way to solve that problem.
Exactly. You just adhere it directly to your page. They come in multiple sizes. Of course, we have our standard 4x6. Great if you have blurry photos. It's a great way to be able to kind of stack them behind.
And you even got decorative with that one, add some little washi tape in there.
I did. So anytime I start to stack multiple pages together, the adhesive becomes a little more visible as I start stacking 3, 4, and more. Okay. So when I do that, I'll add washi tape just to kind of cover that where that adhesive.
Great way to use washi tape. We always have a ton of it.
Absolutely. And so the 6x6, same thing. I did kind of mini pages. Some people will do like photo collages, or if you actually print your photos 6x6, it just gives you some flexibility to basically add a mini album right onto your page. We also have our 12-inch assortment. They come in 3 different sizes. This is our 6x12. So again, if you have just a little bit left over extra that you want to add, but it's not a full page worth, that's a great way to add it in there as well. And also if you do the panoramas, a lot of us with our iPhones and stuff will take the panoramic photos. So a great way to add a panoramic photo to your layout without it taking up the whole page.
Very cool.
These were some souvenir photos that we had, and they came in a 6x8. So I took our 6x12 page, cut it down, and then I just added a couple brads
to keep
it so it would stay in place. But this allowed me, because otherwise this would have taken up 2 layouts to put these 3 6x8 photos.
Right.
Instead, I was able to stack them, and it saved the room so that then I could still add more photos. And then we have the smaller, the 3x3, self-adhesive, so we just pop it down wherever it is that we want to use them, and it allows you to stack multiple. And more of the same. Here's another one of the 6x12s cut down to a 6x8 to make it more versatile.
Very cool.
This is our old-fashioned way we used to do it before we had flip-flaps, is if you just take a 12x12 piece of cardstock and fold it in half. So if you can kind of envision like this, a 12x12 piece of paper, fold it in half, you'll slide it down into your page protector and then put the other one over the top, and that creates your hinge.
A little flap, right?
And so all I did was then take the regular page protector, cut off the holes, and just slid it right over the top.
Very smart.
It's just protecting it.
And then you still added some little flip flaps in there too.
And I still added some more flip flaps, and these are just cascaded. So all I did was stagger them when I was putting them down, so it gives a cascade look. And again, if you are like me and you take a ton of photos.
Yeah, it's hard not to when you go on those family vacations to take a bajillion photos of the same shark swimming by, but it's a different angle, or the kid having the different face going, ooh, ah, ee.
Every time, exactly. So
and you don't want it, it's hard to eliminate those photos. This solves that problem.
So this layout here is actually one of my favorite ones to show, because this is actually 8 12x12 pages in a 2-page layout.
Wow.
So you have 1 and 2 here, but then as I open it, the back sides of these 2 flaps is another one. So there's 3 and 4. Then I have 2 more pages here, so 5 and 6 cut, the 6x6 pages cut down, or 12x12 cut to 6x6. And then again, 7 and 8. And then great if you have like writing on the back of anything, of photos or postcards or anything. Or also sometimes you have memorabilia that you don't want to glue down, but if you don't have it in the album, you might as well throw it away because it's going to get lost.
Right.
So it's a great way to kind of use it to hold different things as you're going on trips and such.
Kids' artwork, you have a picture of them holding, and a great way to store all their little artwork that you hate to throw away.
So it just gives you a lot of flexibility. From there, we do have our photo storage pages, so when you have a ton still left over, and I still add flip flaps to my photo storage pages. Just a great way to continue to add as you're going through your pages in both directions, and of course adding the flip flaps through those. So these are just some more of the different pages. Basic flip flaps, nothing dramatic here. The last page that people get excited about, because we all have those pressed pennies. So again, the flip flap. The main thing I did was I just ran through a sewing machine real fast, only because I knew we'd be at events and I didn't want to lose my pennies and have them fall out.
Gotcha.
But being able to put them in there. And then if you really want to get crazy and you have a ton of leftover stuff from your trips, the maps and all those things, you can actually turn it your pages by creating like a folder, and then just slide the extra stuff there in the back so that you have it available as well.
Very cool.
So that is
so you've got a ton of little flip flaps in here, and she's got her standard 12x12 album, and it fits. lays super flat. It's not bulky, and you saw how many little extra pages and flippy floppy things that she added in everywhere. And does not create a super bulky book. So you get some of these layouts, and I'm a bulky crafter, but you could easily, I do the flowers and the whole thing. But this really does condense everything into a nice, easy, and this looks like it was more than one vacation.
Oh yeah, it was one very long vacation. I tend to take an excessive amount of photos,
which we all do. So it's all good.
Exactly.
So
and
here,
show the flip flops here.
So here they are.
You can see the different packages of them.
Very cool, and they're very. And how many are in one package?
So they each vary.
15.
So the 4x6 has 15 of the 4x6.
Okay.
The 3x4 have 15 of them. And then we have our small assortment, which has 16 of them, but it's 4 each of 4 different sizes.
And that's not a horrible price. It's only $4.50. I mean, sheesh.
Exactly. And then our 12-inch assortment has 3 different sizes, so they're all 12 inches, but then they range in the 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch sizes. And then we have our 6x6, and you get 10 of those in
Very
there.
cool.
So
and this one had 8.
One had
so
8.
2
of the 4-inch, 2 of the 8-inch, enough to put it together as a 12-inch page, and then 4 of the 6x6 or 6x12.
Cool. And then you always have your stamps. Love the stamps. And you guys work a lot with Cricut about creating your own machine, so you can stamp it and then cut it out, or cut it out and then stamp it.
We have a lot of our stamps that coordinate with images on our Cricut. So our Cricut Artistry cartridge, this cute little octopus, if we cut it out at 2 3/4 inches, the octopus can be found on page 15 of the Artistry cartridge book. But it tells you and guides you through what page number and what size to cut the different images out, so that you don't have to fussy cut them out yourself. You can
Which
cut
was
it
like the octopus, that's kind of a pain. I could do that one, but doing the octopus, I can do balls. I can cut out circles and stars, but octopus legs, not so much.
Yeah, so it just makes it a lot more easier to work with, because you're able to cut the image, then stamp. And of course they're clear stamps, so we use our clear stamp, our clear blocks, and then we're able to see exactly where we're stamping on the image.
Other things she has a little hodgepodge here of some
this is like the
paper stack retired. You know, you come to the show, you're going to get some good deals. It's the way it works. And then in the back, she has more flip flaps here. She's got lots of layout examples up top with some cards. And she's got some adhesives and some little blingies and all different fun embellishments. So you got to come check her out next show you're at. So thanks so much. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye. So I am doing a 700 subscriber giveaway. As soon as I hit 700, I will be picking two random, and maybe 3, depending, I'll have to see, people to win a prize. The prize is coming from the video I did on my die storage. So take a look at the little iCard up in the corner, right up there. So take a look there. Click on that video, click to go to that video, and that's where you need to comment. And on that comment, you need to say, hey, I'm a subscriber, so make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And 2, that, hey, I would like to win the prize. This is open to everybody across the world, and it does not matter. I will ship to wherever. These are your prizes, and I'm going to throw some other fun stuff inside these bags. Please subscribe and make a comment on the linked video I had up in the corner for my die storage video. So thanks so much. See you later. Bye-bye.